CDT, day 28, walking the road out of town. That was a great stop. Ate at the Super Asian buffet and got a bunch of fresh fruits and veggies from the grocery store, rested up, and really excited for this next section. Camping at 9,324 feet tonight. It's the highest elevation so far, and it's going to be cold. CDT, day 29. I'm over 10,000 feet now, and there's a sharpness in the air that's difficult to describe, but it's just amazing to watch the landscapes and the elevation and the ecosystems change on foot. I'm going to be summiting Mount Taylor in a few hours. I'm totally off trail right now, kind of finding my own way. I know I'm going up and northeast, so decided to kind of make my own little route to the summit, and really excited. The elevation feels amazing. It's so fresh. Whew, this is steep. I can see the official trail up there winding around north that way, and the view is beautiful. That's where I've come from. At 11,000 feet, top of Mount Taylor. It's freaking beautiful up here. There's just a little bit of snow left on the north face of Mount Taylor. So I'm experiencing a little bit of altitude sickness. Just got a headache and my energy just crashed. Feeling kind of weak and a little emotional. It's not that big a deal. I've experienced it before, but it doesn't feel great. Just getting used to the elevation. But you know, that's the thing about a through hike, or really anything that requires a lot of perseverance over time, is that you're not always going to feel good, and you just have to keep moving, you know. So I made it 18 miles today and decided to call it a day. There's water nearby, so that helps. I'm feeling a little better than earlier, no headache and stuff, but just exhausted. So calling it an early day, and I'm gonna make up the miles tomorrow and just like go to bed right now. So hoping I get a good night's sleep and wake up tomorrow feeling better. CDT, day 30, feeling a lot better. Went to sleep at like 6:30 last night and got a really early start. It's just starting to warm up, about to delayer, and feeling okay about making up those miles I didn't hike yesterday. Man, I just crushed 16 miles and it's only 11:30 a.m. To be fair though, the trail has been pretty flat today and not as much altitude as yesterday, but still it's nice to be moving well after yesterday. You know, they say you should never quit a through hike on a bad day. But on the CDT, that means you can never quit, because every day is a bad day. No, I'm kidding. It's amazing. I mean, you know, you have to suffer to get those experiences that you don't get in normal life. Tesla just caught up to me where I'm taking lunch. Show us your tent, buddy.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yep. So today will be my biggest day so far, about 28 miles. I'm honestly feeling great. I didn't really push too hard. It just kind of naturally happened. And I was up there about 9,000 feet, and I'm headed down to about 7 in this valley where there's water in a mile or two. And that's where I will be camping tonight. I actually decided to stop halfway down the mountain, found this flat spot, and it is beautiful. That's the moon. It's almost full again. I started on a full moon, and it's probably getting close to being full again. CDT day 31. I think this is one of my favorite sections of trail. I had such a beautiful night on that ridge alone underneath a full moon, and now I get to walk across this plain and climb up on those mountains at some point later today. It really feels like an alien planet out here. It's like another world. So cool. That's the ridge I camped on last night. I don't know how far it is as the crow flies, but I've walked about 17 miles. And even though this section is so beautiful, I mean, maybe even my favorite day hiking wise for the scenery, it's just as hot as like day one near the Mexican border, and there's been no shade, and I'm starting to feel that. So I'm just gonna go maybe 3-4 miles, get my 20 in, and hopefully I can find a nice campsite somewhere up high and get some views. And apparently this is where Obi-Wan Kenobi lives. Looks like straight out of Star Wars. Another amazing campsite. I think it's day 32. My beautiful campsite last night became a wind tunnel at 1 in the morning, and the wind was just howling over the cliffs and blowing dust and sand all over me. So got up and started hiking. I've just night hiked about 10 miles, and honestly, it was really beautiful. The moon is a blood moon, and it's the most vivid blood moon I've ever seen. It's so red and bright and just incredible. Yeah, so that's the risk you take when you camp somewhere high and exposed. Sometimes it's beautiful, and sometimes it's really windy and cold. But yeah, it turned out to be a cool experience, and now I'm only about 14 miles from town, and it's not even 6 a.m. So I may just push through and get to town today, get something good to eat. It's not ramen.